Do you love saving money as much as I do? I bet you do. In this video, I'm going to share with you 10 things that I love in my house right now that cost me under $100 each and that really changed my life for the better. Let's do this. Welcome! I'm Amy, and here at Frugal Over 50 I give you tips and tools for frugal living. Bienvenido a mis amigas de habla hispana. El día de hoy les voy a mostrar 10 cosas aquí en mi casa que me costaron menos de $100 cada uno y que me cambiaron la vida. I want to start here in my room because the very first thing that I thought of was my jeans. I like to buy jeans and I like to buy them on sale, and I like them in different colors. Let me show you what I've got. Here's a pair of black jeans, this slightly off-white pair, more of a classic denim look. I love these gray ones. You see them all together here. They're quite fetching, if I do say so myself. One thing we're missing is a pair of deep green teal jeans that I absolutely love. Now, I got these on sale. They were just under $27 each. So for the 4 that I'm showing you, they were actually just over $100 for the 4 pair. I got these several years ago. I expect them to last me several years more. And so I got a batch of clothes for under $100 that really fits my minimalist and casual aesthetic. I'm really happy with these purchases. Next up, my lovely display shelf. I've had this shelf for many years and used it for several different purposes. Here's what it looks like at the moment. As you can see, it was close to my height. I'm just over 5 feet tall. It has shelves of varying widths, as you can see here. It is Goldie approved. Right now, as you can see, it is a display for nicer towels, little hotel souvenirs, but it's been used for clothes, it's been used for books, it's been used for shoes. It's very versatile. It's held up really well over the years. This is a purchase I made several years ago at Target, and I have never regretted it. This works with my minimalist aesthetic in my home. It's beautiful, it's simple, it's multi-purpose, and I'm really happy with it. I want to take a minute here on this beautiful rainy morning. You can hear the sounds of the rain, the sounds of the birds, to thank the inspiration for today's video. This is not a sponsored video, but I do want to give credit where credit is due and say a special thank you to Struthless, the YouTube channel that inspired my take on this. I watched his video that had a very similar title and theme, and I was so heartwarmed by his list that I had to make my own. And in fact, I recommend that after you have finished watching this video, that you go down in the description box and click the link and go watch Struthless's video and read the comments. It's one of the most wholesome things on the internet. So thank you, Struthless, for providing the inspiration for today's video. The next 2 things I found in my hallway. Number 1, a can of paint. These shelves that you see behind me were not just bare wood, they were bare press board when I got the house. And a can of paint and the color warm oatmeal made these shelves just beautiful. And you can see how going from something dank and closed off, they have become something that illuminates the hallway. And once again, they are Goldie approved. This leads us right into the next thing, which is the accompanying decor, which you have seen in many a video over the years. I love the simple, minimal aesthetic that I have in my home, and I particularly love this hallway. I find it restful and I find it cozy, and I really enjoy it. Over on this side, I have deeper shelves with room for a little bit more reflective surface, a couple of books that mean a lot to me, my puzzles, and ways to greet friends. If you're getting value out of this video, would you give it a like and consider subscribing? And if you want to contribute to the growth of the channel, click the link below and join my brand new Patreon. Exciting things are coming over there. Let's keep going. Now, continuing on with our journey, Goldie has been a little bit impatient and following me around because she wants to show you her dog bed. So come with me and let me show you what Goldie and her human really like about this particular dog bed. I keep it covered with towels, but underneath is this nice fuzzy surface, very sturdy foam for a senior golden retriever's old bones, and most important for her human, the cover is removable and washable. To say that I love this dog bed would be really understating. This has been perfect for Goldie as she has gotten older and needed a little bit more cushion on those colder nights. And because I can wash the cover and it's also easy to cover with towels, I feel like I can keep our environment clean and fresh all the time. I love this dog bed. Now, I don't want to leave Daisy out. Daisy's the cat and she's sleeping right now, so she can't come to the phone, so to speak. but I'm gonna show you how I keep our pets food. This pet food container, this is Daisy's pet food. Daisy and Goldie are not the biggest fans of these pet food containers, but I am, because they can't get into them. And so I can have their pet food containers keep their food nice and fresh, and even if, as you can see, an enthusiastic golden retriever once knocked it over, it still didn't break it, and so the food is safe, the food is fresh, and Mama's happy. Next, I've talked to you a number of times about how much I love You Need a Budget. In fact, of all of the things on this list, You Need a Budget has probably been the most dramatically life-changing experience for me because I had never found a budgeting method that works. I can use it right here at my laptop, or I can work on my phone. I first enter into You Need a Budget, what is my current bank balance? Then I enter all of the bills that I have to pay before I get paid again. And then I just keep cycling through that. It's so simple, I can describe it in one sentence, but the process of learning to do this through You Need a Budget changed how I thought about finances. It empowered me. It helped me to feel like I was pretty intelligent about money if I really wanted to be, and I recommend it. Some of you recommend other methods of budgeting, but any method that gets you to write down what is your current bank balance, helps you to identify what do you have to pay before you get paid it yourself again, is going to keep you going forward. So if you'd like to try You Need a Budget, you can get 34 days free. Click the link below. And if you use something else that you love for budgeting, tell me down below. Number 8 on this list will come as no surprise to anybody who has been watching my videos for more than about 5 minutes. It's my little espresso maker. My espresso maker changed my life because it helped me stop going to the coffee shop almost every day, if not sometimes twice a day. This espresso maker is from DeLonghi, and it cost, I believe, $75 several years ago. I bet the price has dropped since then. If you are a coffee shop aficionado and you have been scared to dive into the world of espresso makers, I would encourage you to try it out because there are many economical options. You don't have to spend $1,000 to get good espresso. If you love it and you want to make it at home, trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. Next, we're going to move slightly to the left of the espresso maker and talk about the rice cooker. I have cooked rice all of my adult life, but I've never found my way of cooking it especially satisfactory. And when I discovered this rice cooker, the brand is Comfy, and I got it off of Amazon for maybe $30. I don't know, it wasn't that expensive. It changed everything about how I cook. Because I discovered that I could cook one of my favorite grains in all of the world with no fuss, no muss, and in a number of different ways with all different kinds of flavorings, all different styles, and I could make any kind of dish that I wanted with rice because of this rice cooker. This is what I'm going to pause and recommend to any of you who like to cook rice. Get yourself a rice cooker, it will change your life. Number 10. Sourdough starter. Like many of you, I started my first ever sourdough starter in March 2020, and I've kept it going since then, and she's mushroomed a bit. Right now I've got 3 batches on the go. My favorite thing to do with the extra sourdough starter, what the professionals call the discard, is to make crackers. I love sourdough starter crackers, and I also love to make sourdough bread. In fact, I am making some today, and I just love working with it. It's always an experiment. I never know exactly how it's going to come out because I am very far from being a pro, but I love to try it out. And even if the results are not brilliant, I wouldn't sell them in a bakery, I still love to eat them, and it gives me such a sense of pride. I love to maintain my starter. I have carried my sourdough starter on long-haul plane flights so that I can take the starter to a family member's house so that I can make sourdough bread there. That's how much I love my sourdough starter. And I know that this is kind of a tradition in any culture that uses sourdough starter. People will carry their starter with them when they travel, when they move, so they always have a way to make bread. I love sourdough starter. I love the bread that results. I love the feeling of being able to make bread with what I have. It's one of my favorite things in the world. If you're a bread baker and you haven't dived in yet to the world of sourdough starters, I recommend giving it a try. You won't regret it. Whether you're just getting started on frugal living or whether you have been frugal all your life, I hope that this list has helped you, because raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings, these are a few of my favorite things. So when recession bites, when inflation stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I feel more frugal. And I hope you do too. I'll see you next time. Nos vemos en el próximo video. Bye.